Hi, today we're out in Otter Point and we're here with Mary Alice Johnson and on her farm ALM and Full Circle Seeds, and Mary's going to show us how to do some soil blocking and take that process all the way through to the point of planting. So over to you.
It's good to see you,
Thank
Wendy.
you. It's great seeing you.
Hello, I'm Mary Alice, and I learned how to do soil blocking when I first started farming back in the late 90s, early 90s. Elliot Coleman first introduced me to this. Elliot Coleman wrote The New Organic Gardener. But anyway, this is a tool we use, just a little hand tool. And we use Sunshine Mix number 4, which is an organic mixture of peat and perlite. And we are able to make these little cubes to plant into. And you can use a bigger tool like this, or you can use a smaller tool like this. You can get one of these at Lee Valley. And we put them into trays that have holes in the bottom. And that gives us, whoopsie, that gives us these little cubes. I've got several trays here all ready for me to seed. And as you can see, there's a little hole here in each cube where I'll put my seeds. And what's kind of nice about these, the seeding mix is compacted into a little square. And once you put the seed in here and it starts to grow, it fills out the whole block. And when it comes to the edges, the little roots get pruned and it fills it really, really full of roots. Not in a circle like you'll see in a plastic pot, but just to the edge. And when you transplant it out, it has no shock hardly, and it just takes off like crazy. So getting ready for our spring planting. So maybe we'll look at how we seed some of these now. Let me get some seed that'll be good for that. So we're ready now to seed a tray that's been soil blocked, and we're going to seed it with winter density lettuce, which is a lettuce that does really well in the cool season. And just to make sure I know just what this particular plant species needs, I have this great book called Seed Success with Seeds. It's an old book and it's out of date now, and I buy it for folks who work with me and for friends. Just even though it's out of date, I can find it. And in the back, it lists all the varieties by common name, like leeks and lemon balm, and here I see lettuce, and it gives me the botanical name, and then it sends me to the page that'll tell me how I can make sure that my lettuce has the best conditions to germinate. So I think I'm supposed to be at 297. This page will show me for lettuce. It'll show what the baby looks like and what the adult looks like when it gets bigger. And it tells me where it likes to grow. But most important, it tells me what it likes to germinate well. And it tells me when to plant it and how to, if I want to direct seed it. But if you want to seed it in trays indoors, it tells you that it actually likes to be put on the surface, because the seed germinates better if it's not covered. And many of us think we need to cover all our seeds, but some actually like to be covered, and some like light to germinate. So this likes light, so I'm just going to put the seeds along the surface. I'll put 2 or 3 seeds in each one of these little cubes. So next thing we need to do is we need to mist the seeds before we put them into the germination chamber. So we're going to do a real light mist. We don't want to knock the seeds out of their little spots, but we want to get them nicely misted. And then we're going to put a plastic dome on them to hold the moisture in. Seeds to germinate, they need air, they need moisture, and they need a little bit of warmth. They don't need any fertilizer to germinate. Once they get up to a certain point, then they need fertilizer. But right now they need to be kept moist until they germinate, and then we'll look at the next stage after that.